Hi everybody, it's Julie. Welcome to Hello Monday. Today I'm making a holiday design and I'm using a great die by Savvy Stamps. This is from their new holiday release. It's got a pine branch and some berries and some wood grain embossed paper, as well as the Lawn Fawn Into the Woods pattern paper. This is a fall collection, but it had a pattern in it that I really liked for this card, so I just went ahead and took it from there. And I'm going to cut it to size. This card is going to be a square card, so I already pre-scored it and cut it to, it's going to be 4¼ when it's finished and folded. So I'm just cutting that panel to match, and then I'm going to round the corners there, both layers at one time, and it just, it looks like I've got some of those waste paper in the receptacle because I forgot to empty it out. And so that can kind of make wonky corner rounding. So you do want to empty that out regularly so that your corner rounder works the way it's supposed to. And this is a wood grain panel that's 4¼ but then I lopped off another ½ inch off the side there on the left and rounded the corners. And then I'm going to cut a rectangle window using a set of Lifestyle Crafts nested dies. These are great. These are the card layer rectangles, and I'd have to double check, but I think there's about 17 different sizes in there. So, and they're designed around a basic A2 card, so it's kind of neat how they nest. And then I'm going to cut the pine branch from some smooth Bristol, and I have a post-it note there on the back. I'm trying to keep the die cut piece within the negative, and here's why. A lot of times when I want to custom color it with markers or sponge over it with sponges, I end up catching the delicate edges there, like the pine needles there, with my sponge or my markers. And so if I keep it in the negative, I find that I can really quickly color over the top and be kind of messy and sloppy and fast, and I don't have to worry about snagging the edges of those needles and ending up bending them when I don't want to. So I'm just going to use some Copic markers to really quickly tint the branch, the colors that I want, and then go ahead and add some darker colors there for just a little bit of shading, and then just keep blending those out. And I'm not a real meticulous colorer. I have a tendency to just go very quickly and just slop it down because I'm always in a hurry. And I don't like to spend a lot of time coloring. So now I'm going to take my two-way glue pen. This has a great chisel nib. I love this glue pen. And I'm just going to apply some glue there to the needles and to the berries. And then I'm going to add some of that gorgeous, gorgeous, sparkly Diamond Stickles dry glitter. I just love this glitter. I think it's so pretty and so sparkly. And one thing though, I would say that I probably should have removed my pieces from the negative first, because the glue kind of held everything together and it made it a little bit more difficult to try to remove it later on. So learn from my mistake there. Go ahead and pop them out and then apply your glue. And I'm going to use the same glue pen to put some glue on the back of this branch, and it's going to get mounted like through the window. So it's going to overlap on the outside and then get tucked in along the bottom there. So I'm just kind of going to arrange it there to get the look that I'm going for. And then I'm just using some wax paper so I can press it down without getting glue squeezed out and all over my hands and then all over my project. We'll pop this panel up. I'm just going to line it up along those rounded corners there. And this will help me create some dimension. And then I'll just get those berries glued on. Again, I'm just using the two-way glue pen. I could have used glue dots, and that probably would have been a good idea, but because these kind of kept, because of the glitter, it kind of kept repelling them. So I had to go in there with my tweezers and slide the end of my tweezers underneath the branch and then clamp down on those berries to get them to stick firmly to the branch. But good thing I had those tweezers because I couldn't have done that with my fingers. And then we'll go ahead and crease that fold line there with the bone folder. And then I realized I hadn't rounded the corners on the back side of the card. I don't know why I didn't do that, but we'll get it done now. And then I can take a scrap piece of Nina Desert Storm. This is a really nice craft colored paper. And I just stamped Happy Holidays. This is also by Savvy, with some rich cocoa ink. And then I'm going to flush mount it across the top of the wood grain panel. But then the end of it is going to be over the popped up area. So to give it some support, I did add a little pop dot, a foam dot there on the end so that it won't sag, because you know how I hate saggage. So now we've got that in place, and that's it. I thought this made such a sweet card, and I love that pattern in the background of the window. And this is such a soft holiday greeting. I love it. Thanks for watching.